Nice. That's funny. Now all I see are Dodge Challengers RTs. Great. I looked it up and now they're gonna constantly come up on the ads. It's pretty funny. Wait a couple minutes to get more people in here. Don't forget to vote on the poll. Yeah, we got a couple things to look at today, but nothing too crazy. We got a couple coin requests. Not really sure if we're gonna take a look at them on the live stream, but I asked the people who asked for the coins. Someone posted like 7 different coins. Like, hey, can you take a look at, all the oldies? Like Numerare. Do you guys remember Numerare? I remember this coin. I remember when this coin hit like 60 bucks. Yeah, I actually made a little bit of money on this coin. I remember because it was like I was at a spa and it went from like $30 to 60 bucks, and then I ended up selling and it went higher. It went to like $74. I was like, oh, of course it's gonna go higher. And at the time I was like, damn, this thing is like such a small market cap, right? 67 million market cap, but you could see right afterwards, right after we had this giant move, you could see that the market cap pumped up, and we actually made an all-time high on the market cap, but the price was actually lower, which is crazy. Silver Days is in the house. Let's go. What's up, Silver Days? Bartizan, what's up? That sounds like a villain, like a superhero, like a villain in a superhero movie, like Bartizan. Like, oh my God, Bartizan is on his way to Earth. He wants to destroy Earth. There's nothing to look at, basically. But we're still gonna... I already told you I'm gonna start making videos on the live streams again, just to kind of like boost the... get a head start in January, because at least like if I make $1 on a video that I post, and all I got to do is just post like 300 or 400 videos, which, believe it or not, back in June, July, and like for the most part when I was making videos, that actually did, the math actually ended up working out. So I wasn't getting a lot of views, but I was getting like $1 or $2 a video, and my ad revenue was like a lot higher. So I need to get a head start on January for next year. So I don't care. Yeah, we're probably not going to get a lot of people in, but for the people that we do get in, we could take a look at your coins, and then we could kind of search for coins that are popular, trending coins, and then kind of look at those and make some quick videos on those. Free lightning for the first super chat of the night. Thank you so much for the 3 beans, man. And do you remember, man, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it, man. I hope your coins go up. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to look at for you. I know it's Zebic. I know Zebic's one of them, right? Damn, Zebic is holding up. Well, no, actually it's not, because it broke down and now you're getting stuck at resistance. So There is still a little bit of grace for Zebic, but Zebic does need to break 28. If it doesn't break and hold 28, then you are probably going to get a move down, unfortunately. Yeah, you're looking at 22 and 16 being the next capitulation. Thank you so much for the 3 beans, and let me know if there's anything else you want me to look at for you. Bardazon says, also, I wasn't kidding. I taught my cat how to use a toilet because thinking of them tracking that litter through my house made me feel gross. Look up the cat throne. I've seen it before. I've seen it. Yeah, so like our cat litter, as you can see the Death Star behind me, it works perfectly fine. It's very clean. It's very big. And it cleans itself. So it's a self-cleaning litter box. So all I do is there's a liner at the bottom. And when they're done going, it's all sensorized where it actually cleans it. It puts everything into the lower compartment. And all I have to do is just every single week or like 5 days, depending on how much they poop and pee, I just take out the liner at the bottom. Silver days in the house. Yeah, let's look at XRP. XRP is very, very, very bullish. Yeah, very, very, very bullish, man. I mean, like I said, as long as I know this is a very big range, but as long as it stays over $1.39 to $2, which you have been respecting, and you have been respecting it since November of 2. So you've been literally over this price and this area for over a year now. 650 is in play, in my opinion, for XRP. Free Lightning says, I don't have Zebic. Oh, you know what? That's Free Lightning. That's funny. I just did. Sorry, that's Silver Days. Oh my gosh. It's because you guys are both blue. Silver Days is the one that has XRP and Zebic. That's funny. I switched it up. Yeah, let's take a look at your coins. Let's do all of them, actually. Yeah, so should I start making... No, because I have my watch list videos on Saturday, and Turbo's on the watch list, right? I want to make my watch list videos. Yeah, Turbo's on the watch list. So yeah, taking a look at Turbo. So we did get stuck at resistance. This isn't good. Obviously, the longer we stay below this level, we need to stay over 2013, and it does look like it wants to basically come all the way back down. But if volume does come in and if buying does step in, then you're looking at this area of resistance. And once 2034 breaks, then we could get a confirmation breakout. And then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But so far, it's unfortunately still bearish, under 25. We'll take a look at Swiftcoin and Doge for you too, and Bitcoin. iFree Caspa, what does that mean? Is that a coin? The How To, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome to the live stream. The How To says, can you please look at Turbo final target price if we somehow get it? Yeah, man. So, I mean, if Turbo's going to break out of here, if Turbo's going to break out of this area of resistance and break the top, Turbo at 6 cents is possible, I want to say. It's 25x. Now, given that Turbo's market cap is 162 million, that does put Turbo's market cap around 3.2, like still around 3.2 plus 0.6 is 3.8. Yeah, so it still puts the market cap under under 4 billion. And obviously the highest market cap it's ever been was 613 million. So I mean, if Turbo does have that move up, it's not impossible. It's not like I'm saying Turbo is going to 100 billion market cap. Like we've seen plenty of garbage meme coins. I'm not saying Turbo is a garbage meme coin, But I'm saying we've seen plenty of like random dumb coins hit a 5, 6, 7 billion market cap that have now disappeared. So it's not impossible for Turbo, given that Turbo is a good meme coin in my opinion, like Bonk and all the other big ones. There's no reason why you can't get that if we are still in a bull market. So I would say final target would be 6 cents, but obviously you can see we have a lot of resistance that we need to break. 24, 34, even 57. So if you're trading it, then it's heaven for you, because even if you bought this previous target where we previously marked at 2013, like I put in $1,000 and I'm at $1,800, right? It's an easy $800 right now profit, theoretically, if you were to sell right now. And then obviously if you hold it, then you're getting greedier and greedier as we go up. You're looking at 160%, so $2,600, $1,600 profit, and so on. But if you're trading it, or sorry, if you're holding it, it really doesn't matter, because we have a lot of resistance and areas of resistance to break before we can flip bullish again, and before we could go parabolic, and at that point 6 cents would be in play. But yeah, I like how you deleted your message after you asked that. Let's see. Your other one was Swiftcoin. Yeah, that's another watchlist coin, so I'm not going to make a video on that. Yeah, so same with this, right? It literally has the same graph as Turbo, where if you had bought this dip and if you bought when we were oversold and you bought support, then you had an opportunity to sell at 100%. So you put in $1,000, you had $2,200. But nobody's happy with that, right? We always think it's going to the moon. We always think it's going to go up forever. I'm not saying it can't, continue, but when you look at a coin and when it goes up to its macro resistance and then breaks down, typically you come back down to the low, if not make a lower low before the next move up, before the next breakout attempt. So unless you're obviously, consolidating, which Swift coins, even in consolidation, you come back and you retest these lows, right? So actually that doesn't really matter. So yeah, you have resistance at 2066 to 2096, and a breakout should send you to 1 cent 70, and then that's what you're looking at breaking. Yeah. Your other coin for 3 beans was Doge. Yeah, Doge is cooked. I'm just joking. Yeah, Doge is not looking good. What? I don't have a chart. Yeah, man, I'd say 11 cents is the next landing pad for Doge on the macro time frame. So for Doge, not using that wick, just keep in mind we could have a nice recovery. We could have a nice move back up to 17 to 21 cents. But just keep in mind, same with those other 2 charts we just looked at. So same with Swiftcoin and Turbo. You could theoretically get a move back up here, and then basically come back down before you get some sort of consolidation, and then eventually break back down, right? You need to break this area of resistance, and once this breaks, then we could say, hey, you're getting a breakout, and then we could start taking a look at the targets on the upside. So if you're trading it from the low, you'd be looking at a 37 to 63% pump. I've never looked at this car. What the hell is this garbage? You're looking at a 63% pump, but if you're holding it, then which I think you are, you're looking at breaking out of this area of resistance, and then once you break out, then obviously you're invalidating this downtrend that's forming, and you're no longer making lower highs and lower lows, obviously. And that's pretty much it. And again, Free Lightning, thank you so much for the 3 beans. Thank you so much for the membership. I really do appreciate that support. Damn, this guy comes in here and talks about Caspa every single day. I appreciate it. I mean, you're still watching. So, in terms of TA goes, Caspa does need to break 5 cents 60. You do. I hope you have like at least $50,000 worth of Caspa, because with all the stuff that you're saying about Caspa, I mean, there's no reason why this thing can't hit like 40 billion, 50 billion market cap, right? So do we even have a target up there? Yeah, 61 cents. What is that? Am I right on the money? You're looking at a 10x, 10x on the price, which puts the price at 62 cents, which puts the market cap, wow, only 15 million market cap, 15 billion market cap. Yeah, plenty of upside potential here. Yeah, I mean, if Caspa goes to $1, then you're looking at a 26 billion market cap, so it's not bad. Thanks for checking me out. You didn't have to. No, yeah, of course. We're pretty slow right now anyway. Obviously, it's not a lot of people in here. We got like 20 people in here. So it's not a lot of people in here right now. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin. My favorite. Yeah, so I think we're going back down, obviously, but I mean, I could be wrong. Bitcoin does need to break 95,000. That is the next area of resistance. It doesn't look like we really need to close over 95K. If we don't, then we are probably going to come back down to 83,000, unfortunately. Bitcoin does look like it is also creating some sort of bear flag. So I would officially, if Bitcoin goes back up to 106K, then my thesis is incorrect. Because I think that if we break 106, then we're still in a bull market. It's an extended cycle, and we're still technically in a bull market. But if we come up here and basically, keep making even higher highs, lower highs and higher highs by a very small amount, staying under 106K and 95K, then eventually you're going to break back down, and the next area would be $70,000, and then obviously you'd be forming some sort of like bear flag here. But we just have to see if this thing plays out, obviously. But that's where I think Bitcoin's headed. Bitcoin's in a very important spot right now. What we don't want to see is coming back down below 91,300. We really need to stay over 91.3, which we have been. But if we don't get volume and if we don't see a follow through, then we are going to come back down, and just like we did before, retest 83,000. The Truth Thrill 2026 bull run. Check put USCR. I got $2,500 on this coin. What is that? USCR? Are you gambling? How dare you gamble? Oh my god, you put 25. Did you buy, like, where did you buy this coin? Did you buy it down here? Hopefully you didn't buy the top. 10 million market cap, relatively low volume, unverified circulation supply, max supply of 1 billion. It is 1 cent. No, this is the wrong coin. Yeah, is this the right coin? Incredible risk reward on Caspa. Also I asked if you'd look at rain. Oh, yeah, that's right, you did. I make it rain. I make it rain. I can't really say that on here. Oh, I'm addicted to tear. Got my hands full of sacks, better grab an umbrella. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on these cats. Let's see. Okay, I'm assuming it's this coin. Oh my gosh, man. Bro, this coin just came out this coin just came out September. Look at this token unlock schedule. Yeah, oh my gosh, man. Look at this token unlock schedule. Yeah, so this is the right one. So let's take a look at it. I mean, it is, unfortunately, I had a sharp move down. I can't find it on TradingView, but we could take a look at it here. So it does look like, I mean, hopefully we put in a bottom, but you did come back up. You did come back to 382, and then you made a lower high at sorry, you came up to 382, made a lower high at the 236 at 1 cent 40. So as long as this coin is under 1 cent 40, it does look like you're basically in a downtrend. I don't know if this previous low is going to hold. You've already came back and retested this area twice. So I'd say that if you come back down, you're probably going to break down and make all-time lows. So what you really want to see for this coin is a break over 1 cent 40 and 2 cents 30. If you're holding it, then that's the area that you need to break, and then 5 cents would be in play. Keep in mind, as of today, the price would be 4x'd with at 5 cents. And then obviously if you're holding it past that, then to the moon, yeah, it's 18, almost a 20x back up to its all-time high. And then you're looking at over 100x if it does end up going to its next macro target at $1.84. So that's what I think. And then rain for the gentleman who asked for it. I mean, be careful with this coin because, again, they just came out. I mean, obviously it's doing pretty good, but in terms of price action, and I hate that. I have to like change it every single time. Yeah, in terms of price action, I would say bullet. I would say as long as it stays over. Yeah, as long as it stays over 2055 to 2064, then next targets on the upside would be valid, which in this case, I mean, you're looking at 1 cent, you're looking at 2 cents. I mean, 1 cent, 2 cent, which is another 100, 200% pump. But just keep in mind that this, hold on. Keep in mind that this coin is a 1.87 billion market cap, and it just came out. The fully diluted is 9 billion. So they have a crazy token unlock schedule. So just be careful. That is inflationary. That does devalue the coin. It increases the volume needed to push the price back up to its current prices right now. So obviously the price is going up right now, but as they release coins, it is gonna push the price down. If buying and volume doesn't come in. So just be careful with this coin. But so far, so good. I'd say 1 cent and 2 cents are in play. And once that breaks, then we'll have to look at the next areas. But if you're holding it, 2055 to 2064 needs to hold. As long as that holds, then you're solid. Then you're rich. And I expect you to send me like a really big super chat because I told you this thing was going to 5 trillion market cap. I'm just joking. Jason Sinkar for 2B and second super chat of the night. Let's go. I really appreciate the super chat. Toshi and Monad BTC is up. Let's freaking go. Yeah, so Monad, be careful because the other guy came in here too asking for it. And they've been releasing coins. But we could take a look at all of them for you. So Toshi is actually on the watch list. Toshi, USDT, CoinX. Yeah, so Toshi, the same as Turbo and the other coins that I just looked at. Turbo and the other one. What was the other one? What was it? Oh my god. Oh yeah, Turbo, Swiftcoin, and even Doge, right? So you know, for Toshi, you already came up and you already retested this area of resistance at 3044 to 52. You never came up that high. You do need to break this area of resistance. Once that breaks, then we could start taking a look at the targets on the upside. I know you're not trading it, you're holding it, so you need to break this box. If you don't, just, you might come back down to 3034 and retest this area, putting in a base before we move up. And if that doesn't hold, then we'll look at the next area of support. But I'm hoping that we at least get some sort of recovery rally, and at least you'll have the opportunity and chance to maybe get out here. And if we really, really get bullish, then I'd say 307 for Toshi. And then for Monad, the coin of the century, for Monad. Yeah, so they've already 10.83%. Let's see. Oh, so they haven't released any coins yet. So yeah, for Monad, just be careful with it. Like we say with every single coin. I hate saying Yeah, so we came back up, double topped here at the 0.5, and then we were basically breaking back down. If Monad doesn't stay over 2 cents 68, it is bearish. You are going to come back down to this low, if not make a lower low. You're validating you're starting a downtrend right now for Monad. But if you manage to get back over 3 cents and break this 0.5 area of resistance, 3 cents 60 all-time highs, and then 7 cents, 8 cents would be in play for the next higher high. But again, we need to see that volume come in. Volume does look like it's declining, and we need to see that buying pressure come in and push the price up. So just be careful. Again, 2 cents 60, and I'd say you're cooked, and you're going to come back down to the low. And then BTC, we just did BTC, but we'll take a look at it again because I love BTC because I actually hold 0.002 BTC and I'm a BTC maxi. Yeah, so with BTC maxi, or sorry, BTC maxi, that's funny. With Bitcoin, it does look like we are cooling off right now. We did have a nice buy, but if we don't get over 95,000, we need to stay over 91.3. If 91.3 doesn't hold, we will come back down. Okay, and that is going to obviously the trickle effect. If Bitcoin goes down, it's probably going to take, Bitcoin goes down 5%, altcoins are going to go down 10%. So just be mindful of that. But if it's trying to be bullish temporarily, even for now, even though you're probably creating a bull flag here, you really want to see price extension past 95,000. And then obviously I'd say that I'm wrong given that it goes past 106,000. If it goes past 106,000, then then it's like, oh my God, we're going to get alt season. And that's pretty much it. We have a lot of resistance on the way up for BTC. Like even the 50-day moving average, the 50-day simple moving average is at 99,000. We have resistance at 96,000, 95,000, and price action does seem to stay over 91,000. So last time we came up to 91, we got rejected and came back down. But then we quickly got bought back up and made a higher high. That's the only case that it's like, hey, it's attempting to be bullish, which is good. Let's see. Prediction market like Kalshi. Oh, dude, that stuff is such a scam, dude. I hope you guys just don't give them all your money. The True Trill 777 for 99 cents. Let's go. Thank you so much for the third super chat of the night. I really appreciate that. Salma, you haven't been here in ages. Welcome back to the channel. Can you do Myro coin, please? I haven't looked up. You're still in Myro. I remember you asked for Myro coin a year ago. That's crazy. You still have Myro? Let's see. Dude, I don't know how this thing isn't didn't go up, right? Yeah, I guess, yeah, so I haven't looked at this since the last time you asked me, right? So we were in a downtrend. We said that we had resistance at the box, which is why it's so important that, if you guys listen to what I say, it's so important because I don't know. I mean, of course, the one time you guys sell, it's oh, it's going to have a continuation up. But if you hold it, it's going to make a lower low. This is exactly why we look at these areas of resistance, because look at what Myro did, right? We said, so even, I don't know how long it's been since you came over here and asked for Myro, but We draw our chart. We had a fib here at the 236382. We said, hey, if it doesn't break this area of resistance, you are going to come back down and you're validating a downtrend and you'll make a lower low. So unfortunately, we came up here twice, got rejected, came back down, made a lower low. So unfortunately now the areas have all changed, right? So we need to redraw our chart really. And now our chart has completely changed because although you're still in a downtrend, the targets have changed, right? So you could still get a move up if it doesn't go any lower, but you could still get a move up. The next area of resistance is 1 cent 50 to 3 cents. And it's important to note that if it doesn't break that area, then you are going to come back down. And if the previous low doesn't hold, then you're just validating this downtrend, right? Same thing that we said before. This does also coincide with the downtrend. So you have a lot of resistance here. Keep in mind, if you're trading it and if you're buying now, you're hoping for 159 to 400%. And then theoretically, you would put a stop loss in at this previous low because the hard reality is that, hey, we might not go up to resistance and then go make a lower low. You might just basically fall off the table from here and go down and tag the next area of support wherever that's going to be before you do get a move like what we always anticipate, which is at least some sort of retracement making a lower high in a bigger downtrend, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I got for you. So obviously 7 million, relatively small market cap. I mean, obviously I think you might be gambling. It is a 60x back up to its all-time high. So I really hope this, all it takes is one giant candle to spawn in. So Salma, I really hope you make it. That's all I got to say. So it's not bullish. Obviously you're sitting at the bottom right now, but I really hope this thing reverses for you. Amelia's bracelets. I'm assuming you sell bracelets. Swift was pushing hard right before this dump. Now flat again. Yeah, we just looked at Swiftcoin. We just looked at Swiftcoin. Unfortunately, Swiftcoin is getting stuck at resistance here. So just don't get overly excited. Even if we do come in the box, which we already did before, you could still get rejected and break down. But as a holder, you need to break this area of resistance, and then we can start looking at the next areas on the upside. But I'd hook you up with a good Caspa donation if you don't have to give YouTube 40% of it. Oh, YouTube takes 30% of it. Oh, no worries, man. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I really appreciate the thought, man. You could just send me a super chat. You could just send me a super chat. I promise I'll put it in Caspa. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna put it in Caspa. I'm just gonna. My goal is to accumulate 1 Bitcoin. So like our goals are all different. You're a Caspa maxi. I want to be the Bitcoin maxi. I want to be the next YouTube crypto Bitcoin person, if that makes sense. Jason Sikar says thanks. More pain incoming to the downside. I think so. We might get some sort of recovery rally. I'm really hoping we get some sort of recovery rally, but it does look like you're printing a bear flag right now before we move down. We're getting ready for the next landing pad. We're getting ready for the next really, really, really bad news that's going to put Bitcoin around $70,000 in my opinion. Keith Wallace. Oh, Mr. Wallace is here. The CEO at Wallace Enterprises. Dog and Me is coiling hard right now. Volume is reset, higher lows and higher highs after recent spike. This is setting up to have a message. I think you meant a massive second push. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so the problem is like you could bounce around and you could move up this high. I mean, this move is massive, right? It's 60%. These are really big moves up. Yeah, I mean, it's still bearish though. So like if you still stay under 28 and 40, the thing is that like for you that's a holder, it's not going to be good if you don't break this area of resistance. So like you might get excited or you might think, and your portfolio is obviously going to reflect that. You're going to be up like 100, 200%. But if it doesn't break this area of resistance, then unfortunately you are going to come back down and retest this low and possibly break down and make a lower low and validate a downtrend that we are forming. So I don't mean to be super bearish, but just be careful. Amelia's bracelets, we looked at Swift. We just looked at Swift twice. You're welcome, Salma. Keeping an eye on Fizzle. Almost came back down to the low and volume dropping. And volume dropping. Hey, you were in Vision's live stream today, right? 7.5. What the hell is he talking? He gave one of the. I watch all of his videos. I didn't hear 7.5, and then he has the audacity to say, "Do you even watch the videos?" What are you talking about, dude? Look at this. Look at this. Where is he at? Where is he at? Where is it? Oh my god, where the hell is Big T's food? Oh, there he is. Okay. Look at this. Like, every single video has, like, you see how I watch? That doesn't count because I think these ones I rewatched it, like, on the live streams, obviously. So, like, oh, you know what? This is the only one I didn't watch. Bro, if this is the 7.5, this is literally the only video that I didn't watch. Because, look, I've watched every single one. Hold on, guys. I have to see if this is the right one. If this is the 7.5, I'm going to be pissed. Because it was the only video that I missed. Oh my god, what is this? What is this garbage?
Good afternoon. It is only $1. Taste, I'll go 5 out of 10. Why? Because that bean burrito really blow me 5 out of 10. So we'll go 5.5 as a final score.
Oh yeah, 5.5. Yeah, what are you talking about? 7.5. Was it this thing?
I'll fix it if it ain't broke. Out of 10. It doesn't blow me away, but I would eat them. They're good. It's not a bad item. It's a standard item, like 5.5. Again, taste, I'll go 5.5 out of 10. It doesn't blow me away. It's not special. It is very mushy, which I like mushy. I like mushy pizza. That's what this is. It's food. I'm just a pig. Oink, oink. But that's why I like my food. That's what this is. It's just a bunch of slop and it's not even toasted.
Oh my god,
like
give me
wet.
the score.
Nothing special. You'd probably bet if you want to try it, it's worth a shot. So that, unfortunately, not the best item. But if you want to try, that's why I like my food. Doesn't blow me away. No, but I would eat them. They're good.
Okay, so yeah, this clearly wasn't a 7.5 either. So what did I miss? Was it this?
So now they substitute the beans for the potatoes. 50. And you know what? I'll go 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, what is he? What, 7.5? What did I miss? Like, did I miss one of his videos? I don't know. I'll have to look through it. But I got another super chat. Waj911 for €5 says, "Thank you, sir." Yo, let's go. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so freaking mad if I go through every single one of his videos and if he didn't give a 7.5. Oh, I'm gonna be keyboard warring that shit tomorrow. Oh, you have the audacity. Like, you're telling me you don't even watch your own videos, fool. You don't even watch your own videos. Oh wow, you don't even watch my videos. What are you talking about? You never even gave anything a 7.5 out of 10. That's crazy. You're typing in there. I was a Bitcoin maxi before I was a Caspa maxi. Caspa is the next version. Yeah, so I already looked into it. All of the coins, like, just, they have very, very, very buzz words that gets you, like, very excited about a coin. Cardano did it. Solana did it. Caspa has that. So, like, I'm not really impressed with that. I think Bitcoin's the only way to go, in my opinion. But it's okay. You can be a Caspa maxi. You can be the Caspa maxi of the channel, and I'll be the Bitcoin maxi. XRP and Swiftcoin would be humongous, to the moon and back. Yeah, I mean, Swiftcoin, there's no reason why Swiftcoin can't go up. It had a massive move up. I mean, if you look at Swiftcoin, yeah, if you look at Swiftcoin, man, I mean, if you bought the bottom, if you bought the low here, Swiftcoin did a 58x. So You put $1,000, you take out $58,000. I'll take that all day long. He doesn't even remember his own ratings. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check now because actually, like, thinking about that, it's like, yeah. What do you mean? Oh, like, you gave me or I gave, you don't even watch my videos. I gave a 7.5. Oh wait, do you mean you were like, oh yeah, I give this 6.5. You know what? I'm gonna bump it up to 6.7. Maybe he thought he gave something a 5.7, and, and then he thought it was a 7.5. I don't know. I don't know. Free lightning using those emojis. Let's go. Using the, what do you call it? The stickers. Let's go. Oh, Dream Tank's coming in with the Dogecoin as a proof of work. Yeah, so why wouldn't I buy Dogecoin instead of Caspa? Yeah, sorry guys. If I missed your coin, please let me know. But I was trying to find some dude's, some dude, some dude's food review of uh of something he gave a 7.5 to that doesn't exist, unless I'm actually crazy. But yeah, unless I'm crazy. Trying to think like which one would it have been, you know? Avocado ranch crispy burrito, no. Taco Bell spicy potato, no. I already did those three. Cheesy, that's the first 7.5. Taco Bell red hot Diablo crispy chicken soft taco. Did he give that a 7? Let me see.
This holiday,
Oh
shop
my
and save a
god. I got freaking ad reviews.
Auto burrito. This has a spicy chicken sandwich. You can still taste the hot anything. I would not get this again.
Okay, yeah, you wouldn't get
Four
it
point
again.
five.
That's what I thought. Of course, that's what I thought, but let's go back to the chat. I got every once in a while I gotta see which video I missed the 7.5 out of this non-existent 7.5. Let's see. What's your thoughts on Zen? Oh my god, Horizon. Dude, I remember I really liked Horizon. I thought it was such a cool coin, but then it came all the way back down. Yeah, and it rebranded, right? Yeah, it rebranded. I think that's anytime a coin does that, it's bearish in my opinion. I think that's what OXC is gonna do. I actually think OXC is gonna rebrand, so they're gonna farm people for the next 5 years when they finally come out with StoreKid. That's what I think. Oh, we're gonna rebrand so now the token is utility for storage and VPN. But I mean the concept's pretty good, but I don't know. It didn't take care of its investors, unfortunately, and that's me, you know. So I kind of had to bite the bullet there. Horizon. Yeah, I used to really like Horizon. So same here, same with this chart, right? Bearish under $12, bullish over 20. You came back up here, you got rejected at major resistance, and you made a lower high, and you're still validating this downtrend. So as long as Horizon is bearish, then you are gonna come back down to $6, in my opinion. And that's it. That's all there is to Horizon, unfortunately. I mean, if I wish this thing goes back up, I mean, if it does, you're looking at a 17x. So that's a pretty big move up for Horizon. So I don't know if they released coins or if, you know, if they diluted the market, which it does look like they did. But it's relatively a small market cap anyway, and the highest market cap it's ever been was 1.4 billion. But the price was, yeah, I mean the price was $118. So, you know, even a 10x is going to put the market cap around $1.6 billion. So it is inflationary, but it's very, very, very low supply. So I don't think that really is going to factor in to the the move up. I think that if this thing ends up running and breaks through all of its areas of resistance, then previous high is reachable. It's not like, oh my god, it's $1 trillion now with all the tokens being released. The market cap difference is relatively low. So, but unfortunately, if you're asking what I think about it, it looks bearish. I mean, it's bearish. It looks like you've been accumulating since November of 2022. It kind of gives me quant vibes, right? Where quant, you've been accumulating since 2022. It hasn't been doing anything since 2022. The only difference is that you're under the 236 and you're bearish for Horizon. So at any point you could actually break the low and make all-time lows, right? It would be all-time lows, right? No, it would be a cycle low. And then, yeah, once you break $3, then, yeah, it would be all-time lows. But, I mean, it really hasn't been doing anything since 2017. So you do have that going for you. Like, at least it's not going to zero. At least it's not this coin. At least it's not a coin like this where you just, like, always going to zero. ICP is also a giant, yeah, but ICP is never going back up to $400 with how much they diluted the coins. Same with GST, same with, like, ICP is never going back up. Yeah, ICP is still, it couldn't even hit $10. It's still bearish. ICP is like a 200x back up to its all-time high. Keep in mind for ICP, a 200x is going to put the market cap around 400 billion. The highest market cap that this has ever been was 50 billion. And it came out at like $433. Yeah, so is ICP really going to be a 400 billion market cap coin? And just keep in mind they have been releasing coins too. So just FYI. Demon, welcome to the live stream. Hey, Meow, is Fartcoin better than WIF? I don't know. WIF, at least it's holding something, right? It's holding support, right? Yeah, technically you're holding 33 cents, and hopefully you double bottomed. Just keep in mind what you don't want to see is making a lower high here. You need to break this area of resistance. If it doesn't, you're going to make a lower high and validate this downtrend. And then you said the other one is Fartcoin. Oh, Aloe loves Fartcoin. Fartcoin looks like it's doing the same thing too. Fartcoin does look like it's a little bit more bullish because you are attempting to break this area of resistance. So right now, if you were to ask me which one's looking better in terms of chart goes, it would be Fartcoin because it looks like it's getting this breakout. But, higher risk, higher reward would be WIF. But also WIF could just fall off the table too. And so can this. So just be careful. Let's see. Waj911 says top 10 holders of Horizon own 75% of the supply. Ooh, that's not good. Is that accurate? Oh, they're releasing coins. Horizon's releasing coins too. They just started releasing coins this year. Interesting. I think they probably they're releasing coins all the way up to 2029. Now the difference is like minute. It's not that big. Yeah, but the top 10 holders own 71.18%. Yeah, but then again, like, what is that, right? Hold on. Let me check. Are they exchanges? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, you can't really count that because, Binance Hot Wallet 20. The Binance Exchange owns $63 million. That right there is like what? Like like more than, what was a percent? 34%. Yeah. And then I don't know what wallet this is. I don't know whose wallet this is, but oh wait, how is it that it they sent coins from the Null wallet? What the heck? Hey, Waj, how is it possible to send coins outside of a dead wallet? They released $21 million. Yo, that's a scam right here. What the hell is going on? Horizon holds, Binance 73, Bybit holds. So it's not really I actually that's good. You really want exchanges to hold top 10 holders, not private people, you know? Not like individuals, like someone like me that holds like 50% of the supply. Yeah, I'm definitely selling, right? Watch for another 2 beans. Yo, thank you so much for the super chats. I really appreciate that. That's like the 5th super chat of the night. Hey, the super chats are doing pretty good tonight. I'm pretty happy about that. So that's pretty cool. I guess I don't need to make yeah, we're not going to make videos tonight on the live stream. On the live stream. Yeah, so I guess that's when I'll do it, when it's like super slow. We'll make videos on the live stream, and then when it's not, when super chats are coming in, then we'll take a look at just coins. But so far it's been pretty good. The chat's been pretty active, so it's pretty nice when you get that engagement. Maybe I should show Big T's food reviews on here. Hey everybody, please go follow my second channel. Like I just pretend it's me. Yeah, that's me. I drive the Chrysler 350, 250. Yeah, those are nice cars. The Chrysler 300. Sajin, welcome to the live stream. Yeah, that's what these two for. That's what these two are for. December 18th and 19th here. We'll see what happens. If they're green, I win. If they're red, you win. Watch has thanks for looking at Horizon. Yes, the wallet is sus. Yeah, the wallet is sus, man. Look, like that's not there's something wrong with this. Because look, if you hold, it's right here on the Etherscan. If you click the wallet, you see a transfer from the Null wallet. So how is it possible that you see how is it possible that you get coins sent out of the Null wallet? So like if that's the case, then what makes us think that Shiba Inu? Oh, you know what? This is the wrong chain. It would be Etherscan, not Base. Yeah, so what makes us think that Shiba Inu's null debt wallet can't also take coins out? Right? Dude, imagine if Shiba Inu somehow ends up pulling this $3.5 billion out and oh my gosh, dude, that would destroy the community. That would be so brutal. That would be a black swan. That would for sure be a black swan. And yo, watch again. Thank you so much for the super chats. I really appreciate that. Sajin says, can you check DAG versus Caspa? Faith, hope, love. Hey, you're the one that sent like, hey, this is the guy that sent like seven coins. Yeah, we'll try to get to them, Faith. I'll try to get to all your coins. Yeah. So you said DAG. Constellation. Yeah, I mean, this thing looks bearish. Yeah, we broke support. So, yeah, did we just break we did. That's what that was. Next area of support on the macro time frame for a DAG is going to be 1 cent exactly. This looks pretty bearish right now. You are oversold, so hopefully we are putting in a bottom. On the shorter time frame for DAG, just keep in mind we could still come back up to 1 cent 90 to 2 cents 60 and get rejected. So we do need to break this area of resistance, and once that breaks, then we could say hey to the moon. But until it does that, unfortunately, 1 cent is in play, which as of today, that's a pretty big move. That's like another 30%, right? Or is my math dumb? Yeah, my math's off. It's 20%. So that's what I think about Constellation. But I mean, Caspa's chart does look better. So this chart looks hella bullish. This chart looks, I can't believe I said hella. This chart looks very, very, very bullish. Now, if we don't hold key areas of support, then you are probably going to get like something like this, like a giant mountain consolidation and then the next move up. But as long as it stays over key areas of support and still ends up, bottoming out, consolidating sideways, then Caspa's chart does look better than Constellation. Yeah, we could take a look at your coins, DIA, NMR, and TrueFi. Dib Games, what is that, a bot? Did a bot just get into the channel? I enjoy the live streams. Crazy, no one talks about CTX. Also, did you just get no, my friend bought that for me for my birthday. I'm not going to tell you what my birthday is, obviously. But my friend got that for me for my birthday. It's not even 100K. It's a 10, it says, okay, so like he went and saw the trajectory of my channel because earlier this year I had 3,000 subs, and he was like he saw the trajectory, and he was like, based on your trajectory, you should get to 10K by October. And so I'm not gonna tell you what my birthday is, obviously, but he got me that, and it says presented to Crypto Meow Analysis for passing 10,000 subscribers. As you can see, I'm not at 10,000 subscribers. Crypto ended up getting bearish, and we ended up basically going down, and the subs stopped going up. So eventually that will be live because it says 10K, but that's not like legitimate. I think it's 100K. I think at 100K you get the silver play button. But yeah, I don't know if you're a bot or not. I don't know if I just talked to a bot or something, but why is your name like super glowy? Your name is like glowy. Let's go to your channel. Oh my gosh. What the heck, man? This guy has 430,000 subscribers, and you're watching me, fool? That's funny. Look at this. I mean, this has to be a bot, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, this guy. He just makes GTA content. Yo, that's crazy, man. 430,000 subscribers, man. Good for you. Wait, what does this channel do? I create GTA 5 and GTA 5 online dry humor video games and 2 GTA 6 videos if it ever comes out, right? Dude, I think the last GTA I ever played was Grand Theft Auto. Or not Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That's what I meant. GTA San Andreas. How long ago did that game come out? GTA San Andreas release. Yeah, dude. October 26, 2024. Bro, that's the last Grand Theft Auto game I played. Was San Andreas. That was a long time ago. But yeah, damn. That's awesome, dude. I'll subscribe to you. You got another subscriber. I'm very picky with who I subscribe to, but I mean, obviously you have 430,000, so I feel like I kind of have to, since you came in here, I kind of feel like I'm obligated to. But that's very cool. Do you do like podcasts too or something? Like, oh, you do posts? That's cool. And you do shorts. Oh my God.
I couldn't believe I made this much money with the counterfeit cash in GTA 5 Online 100% solo. This is how I did it. Went to a public lobby with 26 players in it, nobody's near my business. Los Santos, 1.9 million, I'm gonna sell it. I got the mission I want, so one sell truck.
Damn, dude, I'm in the wrong business, yo. I need to start making Grand Theft Auto videos. I'm just joking. I will leave that to you. What did you ask for? You asked for CTX, Cryptex Finance, right? CTX. I remember I liked this coin because it was a super small market cap coin. Cryptex Finance was a very, very, very small market cap coin, and it's on Coinbase. Yeah, it's only 8 million and very small supply. I can't believe it's still on. It's still on this. Let's see. I used to make videos on it, actually. Let's see. Oh no. When's the last time I looked at CTX? You might have been someone that like asked for it too a while ago. Let's see. Cause I used to make videos on all these CTX. Yeah, 5 months ago, bearish or bullish. Let's see what I said 5 months ago.
For an elf, the holidays are stressful, but Verizon's got a bonkers deal at a new Google Pixel 10.
Good morning, everyone. It's Cryptomio Analysis coming at you with an update video on Cryptex Finance, CTX. So we haven't made a video on this in a while, but I mean, it hasn't really been doing much anyway. So with Cryptex, from the high to the low, nothing is bearish, and as long as price action is under $2, it is macro bearish. So as long as price action is under $2, it is macro bearish, which we're still under. Did we say we could go up and retest that area of resistance? 366, we can say bull run. 591s, 955, and 18 would be in play. But as of right now, unfortunately, as long as it stays under $2.02, it is still macro bearish and price action. Yeah, so bearish. It hasn't been doing anything now, for a while. Support in bearish territory, there is no more support. So we have support in bearish territory at $1.25. Is it under $1.25? It is. So yeah, you broke it, and then now, you know, we're coming back down to the lows. 27, and then it would just be this previous low. Yeah, I uploaded this 5 months ago, so like nothing has changed. So to recap, damn, that's crazy though. Did it at least go up? Like it did a 9x. That's a pretty good move up. But for Cryptex Finance, yeah, so it's still bearish under $2. Now, if you're trading it and if you're not holding it, if you're like if you're trying to trade it or trade your way back up, then clearly you have a chance of coming back up to $1.34 to $1.82 on the shorter time frame. But this thing's just macro bearish altogether. So if you do get a pump, kind of like we got a pump right here, so we would have set the same thing. Hey, you have resistance at $1.57 and 210. You from this low, you actually came up and got stuck, and then you wicked, and then you came all the way back down, made a lower low. So on the shorter time frame, that's still in play. So I don't know if you're holding it or if you're trading it. If you're holding it, you need to break $2 and $3, and then once that breaks, we can start looking at the targets on the upside. But if you're trading it, then you have an opportunity from the low here to make 70 to 120%. And that's given that we do get some sort of relief rally for Cryptex. Otherwise, you are going to come back down to this low. And obviously, if this low doesn't hold, or if you don't double bottom here and consolidate, you're going to break the low. And then the next area of support, I mean, I don't know how low this thing could go. Like, there's just some coins that I don't get. Like, for example, Aventus is another one. Like, dude, this thing is such a small market cap coin, and somehow it's like it's breaking down. But yeah, I mean, the next support, there is no more support. I mean, you're looking at a huge capitulation to 20 cents, but I don't know where necessarily it's going to land, right? Nobody knows where it's going to bottom. But that's what I think about Cryptex Finance. Been watching for a long time. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching the little guy, for the little man. Thank you so much for stopping by, and always come by. I'll always take a look at your coin and give you my opinion. See, I was a holder. I don't know how much you follow, but I bought a coin called OXT, and I so just to kind of keep you up to speed, I bought this coin and then I started making videos on just this coin, and obviously I expanded my channel into doing a lot of different coins and Bitcoin, etc. So I got wrecked, obviously. Look, the coin went to zero. It's still on Coinbase, but it went to zero and I got wrecked on this coin. So obviously I learned my lesson, and I'm only buying Bitcoin, and I'm trying to get to 1 Bitcoin, which is why sometimes you'll see me having Robinhood up. So I'm making like Bitcoin videos mostly on my channel because I want to be a Bitcoin maxi. And during the bear market, I want to accumulate 1 Bitcoin. And that's the content that I'm going with. Like, hey, watch me get to 1 Bitcoin during the bear market. Obviously, I'm not going to put in a lot of money right now because I'm not buying the top. But as we get closer and closer to the where I think the bottom is, that's when I'm going to buy it. But yeah, just to keep you up to speed on the channel. Good looking out for the heads up on Zen. Yeah, you're welcome, John Duhar. Thank you for coming by. If CTX drops to 20 cents, I am the happiest person in it. I am the happiest person in a 6 mile radius. Are you shorting it? I don't even know if you can short CTX. But what? I mean, if CTX drops to 20 cents, I'm the happiest person in a 6 mile radius. That's funny. In a 6 mile radius. Dude, that's going to be, I mean, yeah, if you dollar cost average down and get a nice squeeze, yeah, you're looking at a 70%. That's crazy. I don't know. That's just the next area of support. We don't know if this previous low breaks at 79.80 cents. We don't know how low it's going to go. So it could stop at 60 cents. It could stop at 40 cents. And then at that point, we'll take a look at the shorter time frame and then also the macro time frame. But we'll just have to wait and see. And you're holding it for a long time, yeah. So it don't even listen to the short time frame. So all you're looking for right now is holding this previous low, and then breaking over $2 and $3.70. And then once that breaks, and you might have like a limited amount of time to get out. You're looking at $9. You might wick up, and then that might be all she rode. But yeah, that's like the same move here, right? Like 900%. And then obviously if this thing goes parabolic, you could go all the way up to, we have a target here at 567, but let's do more realistic. 241 for the next higher high. So even 241 is a 250x. I'm not gonna say that's not impossible because of how small of a market cap it is. So if you think about it, a 200x on Cryptex Finance would put the market cap around $1.6 billion. So 100x is 700 million, and then 200x is times 2, so 1.4 billion. So that's not even crazy, right? That's the same thing that we say when this other dude comes in here, asks for Aventus every time. Hey, how high can it go? How high can it go? Or even Swiftcoin. Now, a lot of times we compare these coins, like Swiftcoin, it's a swap. So I compare it with like Uniswap. I compare it with SushiSwap. Because this is such a small market cap, I kind of compare it with the market that it's in. So like how realistic is it for Swiftcoin to go up 100x? Well, if it goes up 100x at 50 cents, it's going to be a 5 billion market cap. So what are some things that, like we could compare it to? We could compare it to Uniswap. So looking at Uniswap's market cap at its previous peak, it was 22 billion. Looking at SushiSwap, it's 2.2 billion, and so on. So we kind of make that comparison. So I don't really know what Cryptex Finance does. Is it like Compound or something like that? But we would look at what's possible and what other coins are in that market and what they've done. Yeah, I gotta look at Faith's coin, DIA. Let's take a look at DIA. Dude, I've been live for an hour and 11 minutes. That's crazy. Yeah, DIA, it's still not doing anything. So, unfortunately for DIA, it's macro bearish again under 45 cents. There is no more support, and the price, if you're holding it, you need to break 73 cents to 45 cents. If you don't, you're going to come back up here, make a lower high, validate a downtrend forming, and then most likely come back down to 20 cents to retest. So unfortunately, it is not bullish. And then your other coin was liquidity. And let me know if I missed anything else. LQT, right? Yeah, this one. LQTI. QTI. Nice. Liquidity also, I mean, this thing's sitting on the floor, right? Nothing's bullish with this coin until you break $1.27. Bearish under $1.27, bullish over 260. Otherwise, this thing's going to probably break down and maybe even come down and fill this wick at 22 cents. And let me know what else let me know if I missed any of your other coins. McLaren? What do you mean McLaren? So do you think I saw my Bitcoin in the relief rally buy lower at 70 to 81,000? Not financial advice. Oh man, that's crazy. Michael Burr, I can't tell you that. Because if I were you and if I already had my Bitcoin, I would just let it ride. Like, my goal is to get to Bitcoin and I don't want to trade Bitcoin. I want to hold Bitcoin because I think it's going to go past $500,000. So like, my goal is to accumulate. So I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to trade my way up. I'm going to just keep buying during the bear markets and then holding through the bear markets, because historically speaking, every single time we've always made higher highs and higher lows. So I'm always going to be up theoretically on my dollar cost average down. So if I were you, I would just wait, you know. It might go down, it might go much lower than that, but at least, you know, based off of data and historical data, we've at least always went back up to all-time highs and made previous highs and made all-time highs. So that's what I think. CTX is trying to be the S&P of crypto. Going to take that 250x risk. Yeah. $500 Cryptex. CTX is trying to be the S&P of crypto. Huh. Are they going to succeed? That is the right question. The index standard for digital assets. Dude, this coin came out a long time ago, right? Yeah, this coin was a 2021 coin. It went up to like $37. They did release coins, obviously, but again, the total supply is 10 million, so it's very, very, very low. And also just keep in mind, you did make all-time highs at 33 million on the market cap, but the price was $4 as opposed to where it was released at $37. But you are you are accumulating. This is accumulating since 2023. You haven't really been doing much. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of upside potential for this coin. It's on Gemini. It's not on Binance or any other major exchange. So that does mean that, you know, if they're building it out and if it does get those listings, I think that it would be huge for Cryptex because it's a small market cap and it has plenty of upside potential. It's going to take very little volume to push this coin up. So yeah. Now we'll just take it from there, but just so you know, like on the shorter time frame, technically on the macro time frame, nothing's bullish with CTX until we start forming some sort of uptrend and until we get these breakouts, which as of right now is $2 and $3.71. Can you look at NMR and MLN? Numeraire. I remember Numeraire. Yeah, so Numeraire is it over its 236? Oh my god. think it is. Oh yeah, it's over its 382. Yeah, Numeraire is very, very bullish over $10. So right now $30 is in play. If $10 doesn't hold, you are going to come back down and probably make a lower low, in my opinion. So right now you just need to stay over $10. If Numeraire does get a good relief rally, I think that once we break $30 and once we break this downtrend, this is also another coin with a lot of upside potential because it is a very small, relatively small market cap, 87 million, and it hasn't really been doing anything since it came out. It just looks like one giant accumulation since 2017, right? So if you didn't buy the tops, then theoretically you're right in the center of the price action. So I think that as long as it stays over $10 and once it breaks $30 and breaks this downtrend, this thing should send you to the moon. Michael Burr says, sold my boba network today at 7 cents. Hate it to sell. Oh no, man. It's okay. Don't feel bad. Honestly, your psychological health is a lot more important. And like we always say, you didn't sell the bottom, right? You actually sold during this bounce, so you actually ended up getting out. Unfortunately, the second that you sell, it does seem to go parabolic, no matter who it is. But you don't want to look back. Hated the self, and you sold for a loss, but today's pump, I thought I would take a slight loss. What's your thoughts? My thoughts are that's exactly what I did with OXT. My thoughts is that I took a huge loss, but at least I didn't sell the bottom, which is what we always look at. Like, especially for that Jasmine guy that always comes in here. He's a huge Jasmine well, and he's like, hey, I want to sell. And I'm always like, not always, but I'm like, hey, if you want to sell, don't sell when we're at the bottom. We're oversold. We're curling up on the RSI. At least let's wait to see where this reversal takes us. Because at that point, if we get stuck, then you'll have an opportunity to sell, and you're not going to be selling the bottom, and you're not going to absolutely hate yourself, because we've all done it. We've all sold the bottom, and then basically it goes to the moon. Maybe not all of us, but I've done it, so I know how it feels. But I mean, I think that's a solid play, man. Get out of it. Don't look back, and just find the next coin. Find a good project that you really like, and hopefully that's the next one, you know? Or just put it in Bitcoin. But yeah, when you look at a coin like this is like my coin. Like, this is like OXT, right? It's going nothing but down. So, like, obviously you get a nice little wick, and you're like, hey, man, get me out of here. I don't want to be in a coin like this anyway. Like, do you actually think this thing's going to come all the way back up to $4? Like, the chance is always there, but the probability is very slim. The chance is always there. There are coins that, you know, end up making all-time highs, right? But how likely is that? Probably not very likely. But anyway, don't hate yourself for it. I think you're fine. I think you're going to be fine. Just take that money. It's okay to reset. It's okay to put the money in your bank and just like detach yourself from crypto in general. And just remember, like, hey, you don't need to be in right now. You don't need to buy right now and be in. You could take a break, and even if even if you want to come back to boba, and even if it's at 12 cents, as soon as it starts breaking these areas of resistance, you could still, like, and if this is the one coin that is going to go up, theoretically you could still buy it and make money. You don't need to necessarily like hold it to zero. But I think you did the smart play. I think that psychologically, if that helps you, that's very good in my opinion. John Duhart says, can you take a look at Pudgy Penguin? Pudgy, is it even doing anything from the last time we looked at it? Yeah, it's not doing anything. So Pudgy Penguins, we have resistance at 1 cent 30 to 1 cent 70. You need to break this area. If you don't, you're coming back down, retesting 2009, and then 2063 would be the next area. And that's it. Sajin says carrot and peak, please. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at carrot since like for a year or something. Can I get some comfort? I had 20 million Swift coin and I bought it around 2014 price. It went all the way to 4 cents. Watched a guy on YouTube say how it could go to $20 and didn't sell. I feel so bad. It's okay. You don't have to feel bad, man. There's no way you would have known. But also, you definitely shouldn't watch people on YouTube telling you, especially that your coin's going to $20. It might go to $20, but at least, like, you know, you should definitely take profits on the way up. I always say that, but you should definitely take profits on the way up. Let's take a look at Carrot. Sorry, I was reading someone else's chat. Let's take a look at Carrot. I haven't looked at Carrot in a very long time. Yeah, like this is another coin, right? Yeah, one day you can wake up and this thing could go to the moon, but this is very, very bearish. There's nothing to look at. Bearish under 3 cents, bullish over 6 cents. Otherwise, you're going to keep breaking down and you're probably going to be making a lower low. And then Peak. Yeah, same with Peak, right? I think you're just picking these coins that are all the way at the low. And I think these are all gamble plays because these coins might never go back up. But if they do, and if you're trading it, then you have an opportunity to make money because even if this thing does go back to its 236382, you're looking at 100% to 200% pump, like on Peak. But unfortunately, Peak is bearish under 7 cents, bullish over 11 cents. And yeah, faith, again, faith, hope, love. Don't worry. We've all made that mistake. You're still up. You bought it at 2014. It could still go back up. And technically, once you break the previous high, local high this cycle, the next move up is around 8 cents. But, you know, that's like what, $160,000? I think you'll be fine. If you're still holding it, then, you know, you have to decide if you're going to bounce again, if you're going to sell it at that point or not. Although I wish MOG was higher, I just taking advantage of this low in the whole market. It's crazy buying 50 million MOG for low price versus buying 50 million bonk or SHIB. Yeah. MOG is also struggling to get back up. So MOG, you need to break 6.42, 6.59 for MOG. We could still come back up, get stuck, and come back down. And that's where traders are going to be taking profits. If you break 6.26, then you are going to get a bigger capitulation down, which at that point, we'll take a look at. What happened to SHIB? Dude, I bought SHIB at the 5s, right? I bought Shiba Inu at the 5s here before it got listed. And yeah, if it makes you feel any better, I sold it here. So I bought here, and then I sold it here, and then it went up to like 408. I would have had $54,000, but I only cashed out on like 20, which is fine. But I mean, still, I left like 35 grand on the table. And then I never looked back. But I can't believe it actually came all the way back down here to pre-buying it. That's crazy. Even if I bought it again, if I bought that dip, I would have ran it back up to, yeah, 404, man, 600%. Oh, dude, maybe SHIB is the next play. If SHIB gets down to the 5, I'm buying. Yeah, me too. If it goes back, because that's the first time I bought it. Just paid off my 12-night cruise, beverage package, and internet with boba money, so I don't hate the loss on something fun. Let's go! Yeah, our next cruise is August of next year. We are going to Alaska. 10-day cruise. That's going to be the longest cruise we've been on. Can you take a look at MLN? Yes. SHIB holders got mad at Shytoshi, the scammer, always scamming them, and lost interest. They think he made or owned SHIB, but he just built the scam ecosystems around the name SHIB and didn't burn much of it. Yeah, but like SHIB and leash and stuff, those are completely separate. So why are they taking it out on Shiba Inu? Like, it's completely different. Dib Game says, yes, I would definitely recommend a deep dive on CTX. The 8-minute video on their Twitter at SmartCon is very bullish. So CTX being under $1 is a blessing. Keep up the great work, man. Yeah, thank you so much. And I do appreciate you stopping by. That's awesome, man. And I subscribe to you. So you have one little YouTube subscriber, plus one YouTube subscriber. So thank you so much. Now I'll see your reels, and then you'll have one more view on your videos. I'll watch your ads. Don't worry, dude. I got you. Nice, man. Wanted to do Alaska. Yeah, we've never done it. I want to do I want to do a lot of excursions there. I'm really excited. That's next August though. I still have to pay off the cruise too. I have until June though, so it's pretty nice. What did I miss? MLN. Let's look at MLN. Enzyme. Yeah, this is another coin. I mean, did you come all the way down to the 786? Yeah, so you're holding support here. I'd say if you break $5 and where it's at, basically, you're cooked. You're coming back down to $1.88. And then as long as Enzyme is below $11.95, it's bearish, bullish over $20. So you have a lot of area of resistance to cover before you're bullish. Keep in mind, you could still come back up to this area, get stuck, and come back down. And it's not like we have to go there. You could just basically bounce around here and then break down. So because every news article that writes about Shytoshi's projects, they refer to him and his people as the SHIB dev or the SHIB dev team. Yo, that's actually pretty bullish though. Because if people are getting out and if people are selling, then we get to buy the coins for super cheap. And I could actually get in. I could actually get back in SHIB. Yeah, dude, SHIB was one of the very first coins I ever made money on. Shiba Inu was one of the very first coins that I made a substantial amount of money on. And I bought it at 5.045. So dude, if it goes down another like 20-30%, I'm gonna start making SHIB videos too and start buying Shiba Inu. But I don't know if it's actually, that would be insane if it actually goes down that low. Did we get any more subs? Let's see. I saw at 58. Let's see. Yes, I got a sub. Let's go. Anyways, we've been live for 1 hour and 29 minutes. So I think we're going to call it here soon. We're going to be live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Obviously after... Oh, wait. No, you know what? Oh, man. Oh, no. I might actually not be able to live stream tomorrow. Because it's Friday and I might have to go play... I might be playing games. Like... Ooh, I don't know. I might. I'll post my schedule tomorrow, but regardless, we'll be live on Saturday morning, if we're not. But let's see. Let's read a couple more chats, and then we're gonna call it. SHIB is part of the rest of the altcoins and only moves with the rest of the market. Michael Burr says, I got 3 cents Jasmy. I will not sell at this point. Going to round trip. I don't think it will get delisted. I will not sell at this point. Going round trip. I don't think it will get delisted. That's their only fear. Damn. Yeah, dude. Metal Detecting England is like a huge Jasmy whale, man. This guy has like $180,000 worth. I think it's too big. I think Jasmy's too big to get delisted. I don't think like it's going anywhere. I think that they diluted the crap out of this this coin. I mean, it came out when it was $1 and it just made an all-time high on the market cap and the price was the lowest it's ever been, right? Like 4 cents. It has pretty good volume, even though the volume's down right now. It's around 10%. That's still a lot of volume. And it does only have 50 billion max supply. I don't know, man. I really hope you do make it with Jasmine. Chris with the MFK, let's go. Carlos says, I just subbed. Did you go over KeyCat on base? Would love to hear what you think. Yeah, sure. I haven't yet, but I'll take a look at it for you. Yeah, so KeyCat, oh wow, I had a really nice move up. Wow, there we go, KeyCat. We should have had a chart, but for whatever reason we don't. Yeah, so for KeyCat, it's very it looks like it's reversing. That's pretty good. Dude, KeyCat just did a 58% move. So for KeyCat, we were extremely oversold here. Now we're getting a bounce. Just keep in mind that we could still get stuck at resistance. So we have resistance at 2017 to 2028. So we could still come back up here, and that's where traders are going to be taking profit. Just keep in mind, again, if we don't break this area, we are going to come back down to these lows, or even consolidate and accumulate a little bit before the next move up. But what you really want to see as a holder is breaking this area, and then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But that's what I think about KeyCat. I think it's a good coin, dude. KeyCat has like 700,000 holders. Yeah, dude, this thing has 766,000 holders, and it's a 13 million market cap. Keep in mind that KeyCat literally it was just a 8 million market cap. So you see how very little volume, which is also the CTX guy, the Dib Games, like 1.3 million volume, and KeyCat did a 50% move. That's insane. Now imagine if Shiba Inu does a 50% move. How much hundreds of millions of dollars is needed to move that up 50%. But yeah, very, very, very small market cap. 766,000 holders. Insane, man. John Durr says, is Athena a good coin to hold? If it's going to zero, then no. Athena. Sounds like a Greek goddess. Oh my god, this coin. Aloe. Look at this coin. It just came out. Token unlocks, baby. Let's see. Oh my gosh, no. I would probably wait until they're done distributing coins, and then I would get into it. So no, I'm not a fan of this coin just based off the tokenomics. I don't care what it does. I do think that it is going to be extremely inflationary. They released it at a they released it at a 900 billion market cap coin, and the price was the highest it's ever been, and the market cap is 2.21 billion now. So I want you to think about that. They released the coin, and they released it at 900 million, and the price was $1. And now the market cap is 2 times, let's just for easy math, 2 times higher, but the price is 28 cents. So the price is 5 times lower. No, sir, I don't think it's a good coin to hold. Just my opinion. It could go to $5, don't hate me. Now, a lot of big YouTubers that promoted SHIB don't anymore. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I don't want to promote anything. I just want to make videos and get ad revenue. What are your thoughts on DeFi token? What's up, John? Welcome to the end of the live stream. Damn, Z Trash is up 30% from the bottom again. Yeah, because we're going to get those moves, but it's probably never going to see $500 again. What are your thoughts on Ethereum Classic? It doesn't really matter what I think. It's just the charts in my opinion. Yeah, this looks pretty good. It looks like a healthy chart, right? 2016 to 2018, you made all-time highs. 2018 to 2021, consolidated, sold off, and then you made an all-time high. So we're just waiting for that next all-time high. It looks like a very healthy chart. As long as your chart doesn't look like the coin I bought, so as long as your chart doesn't look like this, or it's going to zero, or like that guy came by and asked for Peak and Carrot and all these coins that are going to zero, it's a healthy chart. So I think Ethereum Classic is a good play. I don't think it's a bad play at all. I would definitely hold it, but I don't have that much capital yet. So I want to put I want to dollar cost average my 20 to 30 grand into Bitcoin during the bear market. So my hopes is turning that into like 90 to 120 during the next bull market in Bitcoin. Why would you buy SHIB or do SHIB video? Sentimental? No, for views. But I would just I'm not serious right now. I'm not buying anything other than Bitcoin and maybe Litecoin, but it's mostly Bitcoin right now. As you can see, as you can see based off of my holdings for since I started making my Bitcoin maxi videos, we are the proud owners of 0.002 BTC. And because Shiba Inu made me like 20 grand last cycle. I mean, I just passed 400. Could definitely happen next month. All depends on BTC. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going on an hour and 37 minutes. I need to eat. So I think we're going to call it here. I believe we will not be live tomorrow, unfortunately. Unless I live stream earlier. But I'll let you guys know, like, obviously if you guys follow my social media, like Instagram and even YouTube Shorts is where I post my schedule. I'll let you guys know. But regardless, I will see you on Saturday. So just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And this is all just for entertainment purposes, nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great day. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. I really do appreciate all of your support. And I'll catch you all in the next live stream. Hopefully, Bitcoin's over 95,000 at that point. And if it's not, it's below 91.3 and it's bearish. So have a great night. Have a great Friday tomorrow, and I'll catch everybody in the next live stream.